What's going on, guys? What up, my Omi homies? I'm back with another video, and this time it's an update regarding VEVE. So lately, VEVE's NFTs have been just skyrocketing, going parabolic on us. And in this short video, I'm going to explain to you guys briefly why that is and what I think is in store. And stay tuned, because in this video, I'm also going to drop some gems for those of you guys looking to get started and thrive in this ecosystem, all right? So just for a brief introduction, what is VEVE? It's an NFT marketplace. For those of you guys who don't know, you can buy these collectibles from comics to like 3D models, 2D ones, all of them, right? And they all go for various prices depending on drop date and the demand for them, okay? But that being said, the company behind VEVE is known as Ecomi, and they have two products. Their first product they came out with in the past was their wallet, right? And these guys do have a coin, a cryptocurrency that backs them. We'll get into that a bit in just a bit, but so they have this secure wallet that you can purchase and keep those coins securely. Probably the most secure way to do it, obviously, other than holding it on exchange. But there's that. And then they got their main product, their home runner, their heavy hitter. That's VEVE. All right, so VEVE is one of Ecomi's products, and this is where people buy and sell various collectibles. Now, what makes VEVE different is they're not just randoms minting collectibles on the blockchain and selling them on OpenSea. No, these guys actually have the licenses for all the brands that they push. All right. So all their collectibles are officially licensed, so you're getting the real thing. So this is their website. This is their UI. All right. And let's check VEVE's website. There you go. So this is the VEVE website. Welcome to the world of digital collectibles. All right. So they've got an app out. And one of the reasons why I believe in this project is because of how easy it is to use, right? You don't have to know how MetaMask works. None of that. You just simply get on Google Play or the App Store, depending on what phone you have, download the app, start purchasing. It's that simple. I'm really big on ease of use and usability, user interface. I think that plays a big part in adoption. And when these projects are in their infant stages, that's a huge deal, right? So there you have that. So where do we go from here? Let's first talk about the token. So if you want exposure to the VEVE ecosystem without purchasing collectibles, you can go and purchase OMI. It's available on two exchanges that I know of right now, Ascendex and Bit4x. I personally use Bit4x. You can use whichever you prefer, right? And as you can see, the price has dropped significantly from the past on March of last year, right? It went over a penny and crashed to about like less than 20% of a penny. I remember buying somewhere around the 3 mark, right? And I have some support and resistance line drawn out here. We basically tested the 618 just about there, and we keep testing it. Now we're back up there. This thing is less than a penny right now, guys, but that doesn't mean much. I just think psychologically people think this thing is gonna go crazy. I do too, but I'm not too sure if you have more to gain from buying the coin or the collectibles at this very moment. Because in my opinion, even though I did very well with my OMI position, my collectibles have gone through the roof, and we'll get into that now. So yeah, there you have that. You can buy the OMI token. All right. Moving on. So with the VEVE app, how do you get involved? How you get started is you would simply go on the App Store or the iOS App Store, and you can download the app for free and get started. Now, just a heads up, you're not gonna just simply buy collectibles at retail price. Why do I say that? You got to be really lucky, okay? Every time you join a drop, you're not gonna win. So you got to be okay with that, and you've got to just keep trying. When I was on the platform last year, I remember it was much easier, and even then there would be times where I wouldn't be able to get get what I want, right? And I'd have to go purchase it in the secondary market. So that's how you would get started. Just download the app and buy your collectibles, right? So how would that work? How do you buy it? So they use a currency that's called gems, and one gem equals $1. So through Google Pay or your credit card, whichever you prefer, you can use that to purchase gems, and then you can then buy your collectibles. Now, here's where things get interesting. If you go into the app upon downloading it, right, you're going to notice a whole bunch of things now, because this thing's been out for over a year. So you're going to see a bunch of brands, bunch of comic books now, which is new, super cool, and I'm excited about that, right? And let's cover their brands. You're going to see things from Marvel, a whole variety of superheroes. You're going to see DC, Ghostbusters, Tokidoki, Powerpuff Girls, Adventure Time, Batman, Star Trek, Harley Quinn, Back to the Future, Superman, Jurassic Park. These guys are sitting on all these licenses. These are all officially licensed NFT guys. So they have all this. And one thing you'll notice when you get in the app is you can jump into the marketplace and see what the resale price is going for a lot of these things. It is through the roof. In my honest opinion, I don't think regular people can just jump in and buy these already existing collectibles, right? And just to give you guys further context, the reason why the prices have gone super parabolic isn't because of just some fad or some announcement or some tweet by someone famous. It's simply because of the user base. All right, so let's go to their Twitter. They've been sustaining this for a while too, so they've got 20 to 30,000 new users every day for the last while, like at least 2 weeks. And as of right now, they've got over 1 million monthly active users, right? So when you go into the VEVE app, for example, I bought a Superman Series 1 last year, and I got it. I'm so happy. I got it for $50, right? I just kept it in my account and forgot about it for a while. Come back, it's skyrocketed to like $7,000, $8,000 at times. Right now, why is that? Simply because there's that much people with their money invested in EV looking to buy it up, and there's only 8,000 of them. Sorry, my mistake. There's 8,888 Supermans. So when you've got 1 million people in there, I'm pretty sure 99% of them know who Superman is. But then you've got NFTs where there's, for example, Cryptkins. And this is no knock on Cryptkins, right? But let's be real, the IP behind Superman's way bigger than Cryptkins. So those guys, they'll be going for like $100, $70, right? But then you've got Spider-Man, the ultra rare, which I believe there's only 1,000, and that thing's way up at 100K. Yes, so that has actually reached 100. That's probably the first NFT in the VEVE space that reached $100,000 valuation, right? And these prices are holding relatively well, guys. It's not like we had some massive blow off top and prices are just heading down. People are buying them up. These are collectors. They're not here to flip. Obviously, maybe like some people there are, like 5% of the market, 10%, 15%, who knows. But most people are collectors, right? And they're jumping in and they're buying these things and they're not hitting the market. My Superman, there's literally only 200 on the market. Okay, so that's where I want to now talk to you guys about price floors. Price floors refers to the lowest available price you can purchase something for. So the reason why something like Spider-Man with only 1,000 editions can reach $100,000 is because it only takes like 5 purchases to move the price floor up by thousands of dollars. Whereas if you had a collectible with 100,000 mints, it's going to take way more buying action to move the price floor up, right? So that's what's going on. That's how price floors work. So real quick now, how can you get started with VEVE if you haven't yet? Here's where I think you can win. And guys, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. We are still super early to this space. These guys have so much planned. If you're already in the VEVE space, you know they have the VEVEverse, which is their metaverse planned. And that's where the real utility is going to begin for us in our collectibles, right? So how you can get started is first get some gems. All right, throw some money into them from Google Pay or your credit card, and start with whether 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 150 bucks, up to you. Now, buy retail when possible. Okay, and I know there's so much people complaining about bots and whatever. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, boohoo, right? Like, you, you have nothing to lose if you try. So try. And one retail purchase of the right collectible, for example, like my Superman, can make the world of a difference for your account. Trust me, because I was barely on this app. I was on it last year. I was fortunate enough to jump on it real early. I saw what they were doing. At that time, my reason for jumping into VEVE was because of their 3D models. They seemed to be the only ones that had the real licenses and were dropping 3D models. So I looked at that as an opportunity where this company might actually create games around them, and they look like it now. They're not just giving you some promises and not actually doing things that makes you think that they're heading towards that goal, right? These guys were actually doing it. So I remember after that, I got a few collectibles. I was fortunate enough to get a few Batmans, some Robins. Then there was a Superman, which is like more than half of my vault value, right? But yeah, then I left it. I went on vacation. I went to South America for a bit, and I just kind of like forgot about it, got off the platform because there was so much noise around other projects that I was looking at. With that being said, guys, I don't want to get too much into that story, but buy retail when possible. That's how you're gonna win. Get some gems, okay? And here's the big kicker. This is the bigger gem. Use analytics to your advantage, okay? Here's a website called Ecomi Wiki. All right, this is dope. So you can see my account value up here. I added all my collectibles and I updated the vault, okay? And from there on, what you can do is you can go to collectibles, right? And let's say you want like just like me, there's certain collectibles that I don't have that I would love to have simply because, you know, nostalgia, right? For example, so let's say I want this guy right here. It's gonna tell you what the retail price was. This thing's not 50 bucks, guys. It's way more now. It's gonna give you a little description, drop date, some metrics, blah blah blah, right? But this is where things get really interesting. So you can look at the price floors. You can see when things are mooning. You can see when things are dropping, and use this to your advantage, guys. And in my opinion, I think this is where it's at. If you simply put all your eggs in the basket of trying to just buy retail, I think you're gonna be spending a lot of time on the platform just to get L's delivered to your front door, right? I'm not saying, hey, like if you can't afford to buy these guys, that like, hey, like this is not cheap. 250 bucks for this thing is not cheap, and some of the Marvel ones are like going for way more. So then, yeah, do what you can, just buy it retail. But if you can throw some money down and you seem to like this platform, I would really suggest trying to buy up collectibles when their price floors drop to like certain support levels. And this version of the application, guys, is not the best to use in my opinion. There's a paid one. I can pay these guys for like 10 bucks a month, and you can actually get proper charts. And I would buy these guys on dips because these guys are still gonna moon like crazy because of what they have planned for the next year. And I don't want to get too much into speculations, but what these guys are gonna, long story short, we're gonna be playing games. We're gonna be renting out our collectibles. So that's a passive earning opportunity there in itself. And rumor is all these NFTs are gonna be available on OpenSea, and that's where I'm most excited for, because we know the amount of action that happens on OpenSea and the amount of whales that just buy up collectibles. Like some of these whales buy up entire collections when they hit the price floor, right? So that's where the real fun is going to begin, especially with some of these collectibles that only have like less than 10,000. And that's where we're at, guys. That's VEVE. That's why I believe things have been skyrocketing. But that's some of the points that I made is why I believe that it's also going to be very sustainable. These guys have a real plan, a real product, real IPs. They've got the licenses, and they've even got the user base. Already 1 million users. So I think this thing is proven. And if you guys are interested in starting in the NFT space, I really think, one, you're early, and I think you have to have VEVE on your radar. Like, add it to your list. All right, guys. So that's going to be my update for now. I'm back on the platform. I'm making some moves, so I'll keep you guys posted shortly with regards to what I'm doing on VEVE and upcoming updates. All right. So if you guys enjoyed this information, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.